that's all of them glued up. So we're gonna leave it clamped here overnight. Yeah, when you do it, leave it as long as possible, your pieces. It's just more leverage when they bowed. A couple of them had a bow in it, so you notice it was taking a while to clamp. I started from one end and I just worked my way down. And when it's longer, you have more leverage and you can pull it straight, tighten that section. And then if it's got a wave in it, you just push it out, clamp it, then you move on. And then this section, if you need to push it out that way, clamp it down. And you get the wiggle out. I'm tired as fuck. Alright, get it. So the neck's all dried up, so we'll take off all that excess glue and whatnot so we could flatten the fretboard top area first. Go ahead, destroy me in the comment section. I don't know how to use an airplane. That's not too bad, but it's good enough to take it over to my new favorite carpentry thing ever, which is attaching stationary belt sander belts to surfaces to use them as sanders. I love it. So that's working actually pretty good. Good flushing her up on the front. And we'll take it to the headstock, flush that up. General International hasn't sponsored me yet, so I'm gonna keep attaching belt sander belts to things for the purpose of why not of supplementing expensive power tools that they have not yet supplied me, because I don't post any YouTube videos yet worth watching. This is numero 1. Alright, so most of my nonsense is just swearing and whatnot, but this is actually important, so pay attention to this. We have, so the neck's dressed, obviously. I took to the belt sander on the underside and just dressed that all up nicely. We are now 1 1/8 inches up the neck. Alright, that doesn't matter right now. We have our brake line established in between the headstock where it slopes and then the fretboard. So we mark that transition. It's kind of hard to see without the mark, so I've marked it pretty bold. So from that mark, that's just going to be the general area where our nut's going to be. This is laying out for the top. We don't want the top to be too far forward up the fretboard, so the fret, you can't play it at all. But we don't want it too far back that you can't get a bridge and the pickups in. So, this is just some crucial layout at this point right here. So, we're going to measure from that line 18 inches. We're going to label that truss rod, so we know that. that's going to be a channel that's going to be routed half-inch deep, well, a little less than half-inch, you forget the measurement, half-inch deep all the way along. So our top cannot be over there, over that mark. Now, from that mark, we're also going to measure 25 1/4, and that'll be to the screw position of the bridge. It's not too important right now, but I just want to visualize on the neck when I'm laying out the top, so I'm going to put that on there. It just really helps me. Bridge. Alright, generally the fretboard's between 19 3/4, 20 inches long, so I'm going to measure from this mark here, our 20 inches, and that'll be the end of our fretboard, just so we know where that is. I'm going to measure 19 3/4. Fretboard. Alright, so we want our top, because we are going to have to route our top in flush here. So we're going to have to take about a 1/4 inch chunk out of this area. So, but we got to cut the notch into the top, which I've already marked for us. I have to take this section out here for it to be behind the truss rod mark, but still underneath the fretboard, because we want the fretboard to layer over top and we don't see that seam, only at the edges. So about a 1/2 inch back from where the truss rod's going to be, we'll do our mark. And we want to transfer these marks over our edges. Oh, come on. Just into where it looks good, just eye it up center so it's going up nice. And then we will transfer our side marks up and on, up and on. Like I said, I've already done it. And then we'll cut that section out of the top, and we will sink our top flush into the neck. Alright. I got a little too ahead of myself. I gotta route the truss rod first. Alright. I literally just set this router... Woo! Just set this router table up. It works pretty good. Nice. So basically, since the bandsaw is cutting like an asshole, I'm going to try my luck on the scroll saw. Emulate this lock at the casino, I won't need to make guitars. So we'll just sand that up, that's good. With this being an LP cut, it's the most pain in the ass kind of top or model, I guess, to build my style, because you have to do this cutout thingy, which is a little harder than you see here. You just do a double cutaway, just a flat section, chops out or whatever. So I'll just sand all this down, flush that up, and I can start routing the top to the safety plane. One more crucial step. This is probably the most important step before I route the thing, and I can't believe I forgot this. You really have to make sure that your neck headbangs properly. Alright, so it's feeling pretty good on the headbang aspect. I don't know about the windmills. I think I may need to take a little more off the back, actually, for the windmills, but let's see, we'll see. No, it's actually windmilling pretty nice, too. Alright, so now we could go on to routing our top in.